Dr. Emete Guzuguzelli, how is the Turkish state perceiving the conflict between the United States and Iran, since Turkey is an ally of the US and Iran is a neighbor of Turkey?
Thank you for this opportunity. To understand Turkey's position, we must consider historical context. This issue is not only about politics, it is also about the national security and the regional stability. And Turkey is a committed NATO ally, and we maintain strong institutional ties with Western countries, of course. But on the other side, we cooperate in many strategic areas. At the same time, Iran is Turkey's neighbor country, and we have shared and stable border since 1639. And this long history has created a tradition of coexistence, of course. So, for this reason, Turkey follows a balanced foreign policy, and Turkey don't support binary approach, and Turkey reject either or choices. So instead, Turkey support a third way. This approach actually is based on the balance, dialogue, and the diplomacy. And Turkey emphasize regional solutions. And they believe that Middle Eastern problems should be solved by regional actors. So external interventions have often increased instability. So we have seen at least the past experiences show this, like in conflicts in Iraq and Syria, cause serious damages. And you know that millions of people were displaced and economic systems weakened and the security risks increased. And then Turkey does not want to see such consequences again. So a potential conflict between the United States and Iran would be highly dangerous, and it could be to a large scale regional crisis. And the mass migration, energy shocks, and trade disruptions could follow. So such outcomes would also affect not only Turkey, but the entire of the international community. So Turkey, that's why strongly support diplomacy, and the dialogue is always preferable to the conflict.
How is Turkey viewing Pakistan's mediation efforts between the US and Iran? And is Turkey assisting this mediation in any way?
Actually, this is good question. And now, actually, let us turn to Pakistan's roles. The Pakistan is a key important actor in the region. And Turkey and Pakistan share a strong and long-standing relationship. And this relationship is often described as two nations, one heart. So it reflects deep mutual trust and solidarity. And this relationship is built on shared history and common values and the strategic cooperation as well. And Pakistan holds a unique geopolitical position. It maintains the relations with the United States, and at the same time it shares a border with Iran. So this dual connection gives Pakistan as a special role, of course, and it enables communication with both sides because Pakistan has always been in favor with the international law. So, in this sense, Pakistan can act as a diplomatic bridge, and this is a rare and valuable position in international politics. From Turkey's perspective, of course, this role is a highly important, and Turkey support Pakistan's mediation efforts. So Turkey believe that mediation is an essential for conflict resolution, and the dialogue reduces the tensions and the communication builds mutual trust. So Turkey and Pakistan cooperate closely, and their relationship is based on this cooperation and ending this conflict in the region. So that's why this is very important because Pakistan facilitates dialogue. Pakistan is very important actor in the region, and that's why they together with Turkey can be strong together to impact on the issue.
Dr. Emete Guzuguzelli, you are a scholar and also a professor in international law and politics. How do you see the solution of the Strait of Hormuz issue, especially the blockade of the US and also Iran?
Actually, this is big right, and we should be defined clearly. This is one of the most critical, of course, the maritime routes in the world, and a significant portion of global energy, supply passes through this strait daily. So it is essential in the global economy, but it is essential also the Iran security as well. So actually, any disruption in this road would have serious consequences. Energy prices we have seen would increase, and then global trade would be negatively affected. But on the other side, we have seen that Iran's put its sovereign claims during this process. In accordance to the international law, we should be define it clearly. Of course, the principles is the norm of the freedom of the navigation is very important. And no country should restrict this in actually with any applica or any other things. So, of course, Turkey supports in this structure peaceful and lawful solutions. So, it can be proposed some key approaches for this conflict. Firstly, maritime safety should be separated from political issues, and the navigation safety is a technical manner, and it should be managed by professional and the natural mechanism. And secondly, a regional security framework should be developed, and regional actors should take responsibility, and they can to work together to protect this vital road. And this approach may be more effective than external military involvement. So, thirdly, international law must be respected by all parties, and rules create order and predictability and trust. And Turkey and Pakistan, in this way, can contribute significantly in this context, I think. So, but both countries, of course, have strong institutional capacity and experiences. So, through joint efforts, they can help ensure the maritime security as well. So our objective is clear, and they together aim to maintain open and secure the sea roads. And that's why they give more importance to dialogue, and that's why they give more importance to peace, and the rule of the law must, of course, remain their guiding principles.